Good afternoon, everybody. This is Steve Fletcher with the Trumpet for My People, September 20th, 2021. We are on the eve of the Feast of Sukkot, the Feast of Tabernacles, depending on the Hebrew calendar or the Torah calendar. Between tonight and tomorrow night, the beginning of the Feast of Sukkot. We are at the full harvest moon tonight on September 20th. And so between today and tomorrow, we have the beginning of the Feast of Tabernacles. Now, what I want to do in this video is I want to go back and, boy, it's hard to remember all of the signs, but I want to bring some focus here on all of the signs going back 7 years that point to this time frame, whether it would be from September 23rd or to the Feast of Tabernacles itself. We have a list of signs that have been coming up every September. Okay, so going back to 2014, we have the connection between the two cows that were born on September 20th and September 25th. In 2014, that was exactly on the Feast of Trumpets, September 25th, when both of these cows were revealed. Then we had the blood moon that took place. It was October 8th on the Gregorian calendar, but it was the first day of Tabernacles in 2014. So when we're looking right now at the full harvest moon of September 20th, the two blood moons are really pointing to the beginning period or to the entire period of the Feast of Tabernacles. Okay? When we look at the full harvest moon now of September 20th and we compare it to the two blood moons that were part of the tetrad on Tabernacles of 2014 and Tabernacles of 2015, both of these blood moons appeared at the beginning day or on the eve of Tabernacles in 2014 and 2015. So those two blood moons are pointing us not only to the Feast of Tabernacles itself, but especially to the blood moon, but especially to the full moon at the beginning of Tabernacles. So those two blood moons line up with today. Okay, I just want to bring clarity that the two blood moons that appeared on Tabernacles point to the day that we are today, the full harvest moon closest to the equinox, and this is the day. If there were a blood moon, this would be the day. And so those two blood moons are pointing us to the time frame we are at right now, September 20th. Okay. Now, going back to 2014 on September 24th, remember Barack Obama presided over the United Nations Security Council. He was the president of that session of the United Nations Security Council, and that was of September 24th, 2014. 1 year later, on September 23rd, 2015, there was this meeting between the Antichrist and the false prophet, September 23rd. And so we've got the blood moons of 2014 pointing us to Obama at the United Nations. We've got the blood moon of Tabernacles of 2015 pointing us to the arrival of the Antichrist and the false prophet being together. We also know that the great sign of Revelation chapter 12 was September 23rd. So this is everything that we're watching is coming to fulfillment here in the Feast of Tabernacles from September 20th through September 30th. We have the connection to the cows. We have the connection to the two tabernacle blood moons. We have the connection to the Revelation 12 sign. We have the 6 and 7 years from Obama at the United Nations Security Council and when he was together with the Pope. We also remember that September 21st is the International Day of Peace, when they say peace and safety. And that's tomorrow, okay? Right now we're at September 20th. Well, tomorrow is the International Day of Peace, when they say peace and safety, sudden destruction. So we are right here at the equinox. We're at the autumn equinox. We're at the Day of Peace and Safety. And we're at all of these milestone markers on the calendar. Now, in John chapter 7, Jesus was at the Feast of Tabernacles. He went up to the Feast of Tabernacles in the middle of the feast. And on the last great day of that feast, Jesus stood and cried, saying, "If anyone thirsts, let him come to me and drink." We also remember that from John chapter 1, it says, "The Word became flesh and dwelt among us." And the word in the Greek, dwell, is to tabernacle. He tabernacled amongst us. The Word became flesh and tabernacled amongst us. Okay? And so all of these signs. Now, this is one part of this that I want to share with you. And now I want to look at signs starting last December and the build-up of everything we have to right now, to where we are right now. Okay, again, we are right now on the eve of Sukkot. Within the next 24 to 48 hours, the beginning of Sukkot, between the full moon and the 15th day, the 14th day and the 15th day of Tishri, which can be deciphered by the full moon, is the beginning of the Feast of Tabernacles. Okay, and so we are at the 9-month marker, exactly 9 months from the Great Conjunction of December 21st. Together with the Great Conjunction that happened on December 21st, which everyone was considering to be the Christmas star, if that was a Christmas star conjunction, defining moment of the time of the birth of Jesus Christ. Most people believe that Jesus was actually conceived at the timing of Hanukkah and was born during the fall feast, between the Feast of Trumpets, the Day of Atonement, and then the Feast of Tabernacles, when he came and he tabernacled amongst us. Okay, and this would be the timing then of the birth of Jesus Christ, a 9-month process from the Great Conjunction. But together with that, we had the December 14th solar eclipse, which was the middle point of the two great American eclipses, and it was also the day of the first vaccinations, together with the confirmation of Joe Biden through the Electoral College on December 14th. So all of these signs came on December 14th, and then we had the Great Conjunction 7 days later. Well, this is a 9-month marker to where we are now. Okay, then as we were watching the timing of the 9th of Av coming into July, we had two signs of Jonah that appeared, one on June 10th, which was the solar eclipse together with the man swallowed by a whale. At the same time, then we had the detaining of Noah's Ark. That was June 10th. This was a 40-day warning to the timing of the 9th of Av. But then we had, on June 24th, another sign of Jonah, where a Jewish boy in a Jewish community, whose name was Jonah, was saved out of the Surfside rubble, the building that collapsed in Miami. His name was Jonah, and it was a Jewish community. Okay, so what we have here then is a 40-day warning leading us from June 24th to the timing of the birthday of Barack Obama. And now the signs are really going to pick up coming into August, leading us to where we are now. On August 7th and 8th, between the birthday of Barack Obama, when he was revealed not only as the 666 man, when he invited everybody to donate $6 or $60 or $600 to his foundation. Okay. He also was revealed as lightning from heaven through the leaked photo that came out of his birthday party. Well, on the same day of his birthday party, there was a nova star that erupted in the constellation of Ophiuchus, the serpent bearer. Okay, so that was August 7th and August 8th. Then on August 13th, we had the tropical storm Grace, Hurricane Grace, the end of Grace, which really from August 13th to where we are now, we're coming on a 40-day warning from Hurricane Grace to September 22nd to September 23rd. From August 13th to September 22nd is 40 days. Okay, so we are right now at a 40-day warning, coming on a 40-day warning from Hurricane Grace. Then on August 23rd, which is a 1-month warning, we have the FDA authorization of the vaccinations. Here we had the declaration that immediately all military will be mandatorily obligated to take the vaccination, and throughout the state of New York, they mandated all health workers and all teachers to receive the mandatory vaccinations. Okay. Then a few days after that, August 28th, we had all of this sun activity, especially Sunspot 2860, which represents in the Hebrew 2860 is bridegroom. So we have the warning of the coming of the bridegroom, which really could be seen as a midnight cry. As a midnight cry, the bridegroom is coming, and we've got signs in the sun that confirm this time frame that we are in now. Now we are coming up on September 9th, the third day of the Feast of Trumpets, really coinciding between September 8th, September 9th, through September 11th, coinciding with the Feast of Trumpets, and then the third day from the Feast of Trumpets, which connects us with the Revelation 12 sign on September 11th. Well, on September 9th, we had the big announcement by Joe Biden. Biden is requiring federal workers to get the COVID shot. All companies with over 100 employees are going to have the mandatory vaccinations, and then the declaration that more mandates are going to be coming. Okay, right now they're pushing for mandates throughout the airline industry, mandatory vaccinations to be able to even get on a plane anywhere. Okay, domestic and international, this is what they're pushing for next. Okay, so we know that with the vaccinations, mandatory taking of the vaccination to be able to buy or sell, fulfilling everything that the Bible is talking about when it refers to the mark of the beast. Okay, it's a worldwide. We've got a beast system in place. It's a world government. We've got an injection into the body, and we've got it all connected to the economy. No buying or selling without it. Okay. Connected with this, within 2 days of this, then we had the beginning of the swarms of earthquakes on La Palma. This has been a huge worldwide warning that this could create a Mega-Tsunami. No man knows the day or the hour, but we're watching. First of all, we're watching for the actual eruption of the volcano, and then secondly, the dismantling of the plates that could be underneath that island that could give and cause a third part or a quarter part of that island to actually fall into the ocean, causing a mega tsunami from North America, South America, Europe, and Africa, and multiple regions, multiple places in the world being hit by a mega tsunami, which could really bring about the death of millions of people. Okay, so this earthquake swarm that began on September 11th finally has erupted now. It is in eruption as we speak, and there is people being evacuated, and great danger and damage is being done to the island of La Palma. And so it is in eruption right now. This is one of the warning signs that we were watching for. Obviously, there's a longer process for it to cause the removal of that plate. Okay, could this be connected to the beginning of the Great Tribulation? Could this be connected to the birthing event, the water event, that will bring about the crowning of the Antichrist, the birthing process, and the beginning of the Great Tribulation? Well, that is what we're watching for. Okay, that was yesterday. And then today, September 20th, Black Monday begins. Okay, we've got all of the information coming in about the crashing of the markets. We've got everything connected to China, the Evergrande housing market that is defaulting on a $313 billion loan that could, what they're calling a contagion event, a worldwide financial market contagion event, where this event will cause a ripple effect across all of the markets worldwide. Okay, many consider this to be a sure sign of coming war. Okay, the beginning of the markets. This is happening today. Okay, this is today. September 20th. This is the news. Stocks tumble. Dow is down 900 points already today. The day's not over yet. Okay, this was just a screenshot that I just took moments ago. Okay, so this is happening now. So between the mandatory vaccinations, between the warnings of La Palma, and now the eruption is taking place. Well, within one day of the eruption, now it's the worldwide eruption of the markets, which could bring about the Great War that will ensue because of the canceling of, quite possibly, the dominance of the dollar worldwide, and a shift. This could be part of the Great Reset and the Great Shift that everybody has been patiently waiting for and knowing this is what they're planning. This is what is coming. Okay. Well, all of this, I just wanted to show you how it's all connected right now, especially since September 9th, as we were looking at the possibility and all of the things leading up to the Day of Atonement. But just now here, 1 or 2 days after the Day of Atonement, just in between the Day of Atonement and the beginning of the Feast of Tabernacles, then we have the eruption of the volcano and the beginning of the crash, of the market crash. Okay, so we are right here now, September 20th, full moon tonight. Okay, this is the full harvest moon. It's the beginning of the fall. It's the end of summer. The equinox, the beginning of the Feast of Tabernacles. We have the Revelation 12 sign. We've got from today to the 25th, we've got the 2 cows that speak to this time frame. Then we have the middle of the feast. September 24th, September 25th, we've got the middle of the feast, and then we've got the last great day, when Jesus stood up and said, "If any man thirst, let him come to me and drink." Okay, so this is what I wanted to share with you guys, and I pray you guys are all blessed. I just wanted to get some information out, especially now as we have seen the beginning of the market crash. I wanted to put all of these things into perspective, the importance of this time. I mean, this is happening right now, together with the full moon, together with the end of summer, together with the beginning of Tabernacles, together with the 4-year anniversary of the Revelation 12 sign. I don't think any of these signs are coincidences, that we are at a critical moment in history, an appointed time on God's calendar. So this is what I wanted to share with you guys today. I pray you are blessed. This is Steve Fletcher with the trumpet for my people, the sign of his coming revealed.